So if you have a shop like mine, space is a big concern. I don't have a lot of space in here. Having a table saw is great, I love having it, but it's a pain to move around. Whenever I want to move this, I have to lift up one end, slide it around, get it where I want, set it down. I'm constantly moving this. Every time I make a cut, I have to move this out to the center and cut with it. Now, the setup on the wheels, when I bought it, were 2 wheels on one side and a board on the other. So it kind of didn't roll around. It can't roll around because it's sitting on this board. I'm going to change that today. I'm going to put 4 wheels on it, newer wheels, hopefully make it easier to roll around. Now, I guess there's a few pluses and minuses with it. It's not some big expensive saw you're going to put up in the middle of the shop and not move. So it's movable, but it's still pretty heavy duty and strong. It's cast iron. A little vibration or anything, I'm not concerned about this. This is more utilitarian, everyday kind of cut, not precise cabinet work. The way these legs stick out, they're bent metal, and I think if I got rid of the board or anything, they might move a little, so I'm going to make a wood frame that goes on the bottom to lock the legs in and put wheels on that. I was originally going to make the frame underneath out of 2x4s, but then I realized I'm not really using the wood to hold weight. It's just to kind of lock the wheels in and to create a point that I can screw the wheels to. And the wheels I'm going to use are some cheap wheels I got at Harbor Freight. I think they were $4 for these. They're 3-inch casters. They do have a lock on them. There's a whole bunch of different wheels I could use. Right now on there are probably 2 or 1.5 inch size wheel. They're not really that great, so I'm hoping these will roll easily. Movability is way more important than a slightly better cut. I haven't had an issue with stability or vibration, and there's already 2 wheels. I think bigger, sturdier wheels that lock in, it shouldn't be that much of a difference. One last thing is you have to be concerned about the height. If I add these bigger wheels and if I added 2x4s, it might come up a little bit higher, which wouldn't be the end of the world, but this is a comfortable height to cut with. So if I use the plywood, I'll stack it on top of each other and the wheels, it might come up maybe 1 inch, which shouldn't be a problem. But that's one thing to think about, is the height of the saw you want to cut with, because you want to be kind of on top pushing down. You don't want the saw too high up when you're pushing a board through. As you can see, space is so limited, I just put a board on top and this is my work surface. Well, I was halfway through bolting the wheels on and I realized something. If I put the nuts on the top, it won't swivel, as I already did this one. So obviously the bolts are going to have to go this way, facing down, so that there's clearance. I'm just hoping that on the bottom side they won't interfere with those legs. The reason I put them this way is so that it was flat on the bottom. I'm going to have to flip them and hope it works. Well, here's the finished product, and a couple things to note. First, I like the movability. It's great. I can move it wherever I want really easily, which is exactly what I wanted. One thing I didn't really take into consideration is the height. It went from 37 inches to it's now 40 inches high. It was a 1 hour and a half project, and it's perfect. Now I can easily move this wherever I want in the shop. I can take the wheels, lock it down so it doesn't move. But just being able to move this easily throughout the shop is exactly what I wanted. So let me know what you think. Thanks.
Well, I hope you liked the video you just watched. If you did, feel free to subscribe by clicking the button on this side. You can also check out all the videos I've done, the playlist from things I've built, things I've fixed, home repair, 3D printing. And on this side you can check out a recommended video similar to the one you just watched. And as always, down in the description I'll put a link to my blog, which has more pictures and more information about the video you just watched. Thanks.